Hello Besiegers, how are you doing? Okay, as you can see I've gone back to trains today. This is number 9 in the train series, so I'm quite pleased to be doing this again, and quite a few people requested it, so I'm glad that there's so many people like these train videos, so I will keep doing them. I've got a few more in my sleeve. So that's the full track. As you can see, it's different to any of the ones that I've done before. It's supposed to represent electrification and the early trams and stuff. It's not done to an exact model or anything like that. But, and you can see it's not exactly infallible. That was the Mark 1 version. The Mark 2 version is indistinguishable from this because all I did was I changed the drivetrain or the undercarriage to make it more efficient. So yeah, we'll just follow it around for a while. There's a nice bit of track switching in this one, brought back again from like number 5 and number 2 videos that had a lot of track switching. It's a bit bumpy there in parts, but I can smooth that out. And there is another little bogie or experimental machine that's whizzing about just ahead of this one just now. Now, one of the things I liked about it was the pantograph. That's the bit that takes the electricity from the wires, as you see there. But I forgot to allow for the height of this bridge, and so what I've done is I've made a retractable one. As you can see, it pops down and pops back up again, because I forgot to take an allowance for the height of the bridge, so that was a bit embarrassing. But it worked out okay, because I've now got a cool retractable pantograph, and now you know what a pantograph is if you didn't before. Okay, so we're whizzing around this here. It's again, it's good fun. I always say it's good fun, but it is. I just have amazing fun making these things. In another setting, okay, we're in a crystal place here against the mountains. Yeah, looks good. Looks good. I really love building trains in Besiege. I just hope the next Unity engine helps us out so that I can make them a bit bigger. You know, because this is one. It's not small, but it's not massive either. I would like to have branched off into a few places. Like that siding, for instance, that I made up there, I would like to have run that round and done another loop somewhere. So there we go. Now about the harp, I put it here so that you could get a sort of a nice perspective on it, like that shot there, and you can see the sort of effect of it. It looks like a cold grey industrial morning outside of a town somewhere in the turn of the last century. It's okay. It's got the look. So it's a bit bumpy. Try and iron some of those bumps out. Okay, here we go. Now the track switching is just like in the other videos, except that I'm now using grabbers to anchor everything. So it's very efficient. It's a lot less blocks, but it's quite violent because it's so sturdy and so fast. You'll see in a second, it just snaps out and snaps back again. Donk. So it's very violent, but the grabber catches it and it's uninvincible, so it's not really a problem at all. You'll see that glitching again. See that track glitching? Don't know what that is. Pantograph's behaving itself. So what do you think of the electric wires? They look okay, don't they? It's the block number 45, the hidden block, the winch blocks, and they don't bow down to gravity, so they just appear very straight when you stretch them out across 2 points. Again, just like from above. In a little minute, I'm going to show you how I did those curves. So it'll just be a tuition, so there won't be any more trains to look at. So if you want to cut off the end, but there's the new drivetrain. I put there's 8 wheels on it, and I put the outside wheels as free wheels, and then anchor them to the inside ones, and that creates less dust, and that's why I did that. Okay, a quick tuition then. Really, just the idea was that I widened this one. I made it 4 blocks wide so that I could get 2 wheels in side by side, so they would be the guides and they would keep it, and it's worked out really well. It also allows me to build a bigger train and put more detail on it, so it's a win-win. Getting the curves is easy. See, there's a radius coming off of that curve there. You'll see it. There's a radius points there for that little curve, and then there's another centre point because it's 2 concentric circles is what you're trying to draw. So you just find your radius wherever it is. That's the first one will be at right angles to where the curve starts at the straight part of the track. And then you just set your angles to like 5 degrees. I'm using it all the time now. Set it to 5 degrees and then blip out with single blocks all the way out to the very edge of what the track will be. Single blocks. Right, and then just knock out all the ones you're not going to use. It looks long and painstaking, and to some extent it is, but you'll be amazed how quick you get through it. I mean, you can really rattle through them, and then you clear it all down. Now, what you do after that is you start, if you want, aesthetically, you start replacing all the sideways blocks with lengthwise ones, etc. Sometimes you can put double blocks in, sometimes you can't. But in the end, you should end up with a nice sort of neat curve. And of course, the two curves should be on the same centre, so you've got concentric circles. So it should be very smooth for the machine as it tears around. And that was it, really. I just wanted to show you that because a few people have asked me how I do curves. This is just one method of them. There's another more complicated method for doing the bigger ones, but this, I will call this the spoke method. You know, I use it for making like massive buggy wheels and stuff like that, and then now I use it for making train tracks. But for the roller coaster, I use a different technique altogether. So I'll show you that sometime. Okay, thanks. Bye.